So when we talk about average in statistics, when you studied average, in that you studied measure of central tendency and under measure of central tendency, when you are studying average, you studied mean, median, mode. Under mean, you studied arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean. Here, more or less, we concentrate our discussion whenever we say average, more or less in any competitive exams related to aptitude. Average basically means the arithmetic mean, where the value of average is equal to the sum of data. It is basically sum of data divided by the number of data. Sum of data divided by the number of data. So whenever we solve any problem on average, generally we use arithmetic mean only, where we're going to use the formula called sum of data divide by number of data, or I can say this is symbol of average. Average is equal to sum divided by number. So I can say sum is equal to average into number. So this is a formula of sum. Sum is equal to average into number. Fine. So very generic formula and very basic concept. When we talk about average here, you can see, I hope this is visible. My screen is visible to you. If you see this question number one, in an organization, the average age of 24 worker and the director is 20 year. When the director age is excluded, the average age decreased by 2 years. What is the age of director? So you can here you can solve it very easily. So here let the average or let the total whatever let the average age of 24 worker is suppose A. Let the average age of 24 worker is suppose A. Okay, so I can take the average age of 24 worker as A. So then the total age of 24 workers, then the total age of your 24 workers, then your total age of your 24 worker, that will be 24A. Fine. So let the age of director, let the age of director is suppose D. Let the age of director is D. So now the what is the total age of all the employees? So the total age of all the employee will be 24A plus D. I think this is very clear with all of you. So total age of all the employees 24A plus D, and here it is given the average is 20 years. So their average is 20 years. So total age is 24A plus D, and now the total you have 25%, 24 worker plus one director, and the average age is 20. So I can say 24A plus D is equal to 500. So you can understand this equation. So the total age of 24 worker plus one director, the total age of 24 worker and one director is 24A plus D. Okay, so then it is mentioned in the question that when the director age is excluded, in the question it is mentioned that when the director age is excluded, then the average is decreased by 2. So if you remove the director age, then the average decrease by 2. So without director, what is the total age? 24A divided by 24. The 24 persons are there and the average decreased by 2. So average earlier was 20, now your average become 18. You can say that the age of 24 worker, so the age of 24 worker is 18 into 24. What is 18 into 24? 72, 36. 72, 36. That will be 436. 432. So the total age of 24 worker is 432. And 24 worker plus director is 500. So what is the age of director? That will be 500 minus 432. If you do, you'll get 60, 80. Very simple question. So average chapter, when you're trying to solve the question, questions are not at all difficult. They're based on general concepts. So and with this you can solve to get the answer very easily. Fine. So you have to use a formula that average is equal to total sum of data divide by the number of data. With that, you can solve the question very easily. So these kind of questions only comes in exam. So they are not at all difficult question. Anyone have any doubt? Any question you want to ask from me? This question number one. Any doubt, anyone? So you can try the question number two. You can try question number two. Question number two, the mean temperature from Monday to Wednesday is 37. So Monday plus Tuesday plus Wednesday, the mean temperature is 37. So I can say Monday plus Tuesday plus Wednesday, the total temperature is 111. Monday plus Tuesday plus Wednesday, the total temperature is 111. The mean temperature for Monday to Wednesday is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday divided by 3. That is your mean temperature. That is 37. So Monday plus Tuesday plus Wednesday is 111. Okay, and then Tuesday to Thursday is 34 degree. Tuesday to Thursday divide by 3. The mean temperature is 34. So I can say Tuesday plus Wednesday plus Thursday. So that is what? That is 102. Simple, very basic question. Then what is mentioned here? Then what is mentioned here? So if the temperature of Thursday is 4/5 of Monday, what is the temperature of Thursday? So the temperature of Thursday is 4/5 of temperature of Monday. So I can say the temperature of Monday is equal to 5/4 of temperature of Thursday. Very generic thing. So if you solve these two equations, if you subtract the equation 2 from equation 1, you know that Monday plus Tuesday plus Wednesday, the temperature, total temperature is 111. Day plus Wednesday plus Thursday, the total temperature is 102. Now if you subtract this, so you can say that Monday minus Thursday, that is equal to 9. Okay, and they want the temperature Thursday. So in place of Monday, I can write the relation of Monday and Thursday. You know that temperature of Monday is 5/4 of temperature of Thursday. In place of Monday, I can write 5/4 of the temperature of Thursday minus Thursday is equal to 9. So you can solve this. So you'll get 1/4 of Thursday. So you'll get Thursday temperature is 36 degrees. We'll solve it, you'll get the answer. 5/4 of Thursday minus Thursday is 9. The difference is 9. So in place of Monday temperature, you know that the temperature of Thursday is 4/5 of temperature of Monday. So the temperature of Monday would be 5/4 of the temperature of Thursday. In place of Monday temperature, you can write 5/4 of Thursday temperature. So 5/4 of Thursday temperature minus Thursday is equal to 9. So 5/4 minus 1 is 1/4. 1/4 of Thursday temperature is 9. Thursday temperature is 9 fours up. That is 36 degrees Celsius. Clear everyone? Anyone have any doubt? Simple linear equation kind of question. Average chapter is not at all difficult. You can do it very easily. If you see question number 3, ABZ has certain innings. So it may be AB de Villiers. ABZ has certain inning for 9 innings, has certain average for 9 innings. In the 10th inning, he scored 100 runs and thereby his average increased by 8 runs. Find his new average. So here in this problem, so let assume, I think this question number third, yeah. So let assume the average. Let assume that the average run scored by. Let assume that the average run scored by ABZ in 9 innings. Let's assume that the average run scored by ABZ in 9 innings is suppose A. So let's assume that the average run scored by ABZ in 9 innings is suppose A. Okay, so let it assume. So the total run scored by ABZ in 9 innings. So the total run scored by ABZ in 9 innings, that will be 9A. Average runs scored by EBZ in 9 innings is A. The total runs scored by EBZ in 9 innings is would be 9A. Very simple. In the 10th inning, he scored 100 runs. So in the 10th inning, he scored 100 runs. In 10th inning, he scored 100 runs. In the 10th inning, he scored 100 runs. So the total run made by ABZ, total run made by ABZ in 10 innings. So in the 10 innings, what is the total run ABZ made? That is 9A plus 100. In the 10th inning, ABZ made 100 runs. So the total runs what ABZ made in 10 innings is actually 9A plus 100. Okay, so AVZ has certain inning for a certain average for 9 innings. In the 10th inning, he scored 100 runs. So I hope this is clear with everyone. I assume his average run scored in 9 innings is A. So the total run scored by him would be 9A. And the 10th inning, he made 100 runs. So the total run AVZ made in 10 innings is 9A plus 100. I hope this part everyone clear. Okay, and thereby increases his average by 8 runs. So now the total run he made is in the 10 inning is 9A plus 100. So his average after 10 innings, so his average after 10 inning, so his average after 10 inning is actually 9A plus 100 divided by 10. So that is his average after 10 inning. That is 9A plus 100 by 10. Okay, so very simple. Again, we are using the same formula that the average is equal to total sum of data divided by number of data, or total is equal to average into number. So his average after 10 inning is 9A plus 100 by 10. Okay, so now his average increased by 8 runs. So what? So his average now is 9A plus 100 by 10, and this average, whatever you got, 9A plus 100 by 10. Now his average increased by 8 runs. So earlier his average was A. Now his average become A plus 8. Earlier his average was A. Now his average becomes A plus 8. So cross multiply. So 9A plus 100 is equal to 10 into A plus 8. So it has become 9A plus 100 is equal to 10A plus 80. So the A value is 20. So A was his average after 9 innings. So his average after 9 innings was 20. So his average after 9 innings was 20. So because that I assumed as A. So his average after 9 innings was 20. But in this question they're asking you new average. They are not asking his old average. His new average is what? A plus 8. Earlier his average was A. Now his average become A plus 8. Correct? No, his average increased by 8 runs. After he made 100 runs, his average increased by 8 runs. So what is new average? So his new average is basically A plus 8. So that is 28 runs. That is his new average. I hope everyone is understand. This is one of the very important question, which comes in many exam from the chapter average. One of the very important questions. Anyone, any doubt, any question you want to ask? Any doubt, anyone? 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 Any So I'm assuming you people are understanding this part. Like if I show you this FCAT exam, FCAT 2020, I hope you know FCAT, Air Force Common Admission Test. So if anyone is interested for Air Force, so here if I see the average question, so average, yeah. So you can see this question number 11. So I hope this is visible. So the average weight of question number 11, you can see this. The average weight of 8% increases by 2.5 kg when a new person come in place of one of them weighing 65 kg. What might be the weight of the new person? So here in this question, question number 11, if you see, here in this question, what is written? That the average weight of 8%, it increased by 2.5 kg. Earlier, the average weight was suppose A, now it becomes A plus 2.5. Earlier, suppose that was A, now the average become A plus 2.5. Why the average increased by 2.5 kg? Because a new person came in place of other person whose weight was 65 kg. Okay, so the person total number of persons still eight. Earlier, there's one person was there whose weight was 65 kg. Is replaced by the new person. So very simple. These kind of question whenever you get, I'll solve it like this. So let the old average weight of 8% was suppose A. Let the old average weight of 8% was suppose A. So the total weight of 8%, so the total weight of 8% is equal to 80. Okay, then what is mentioned that from this total weight, we had one person whose weight was 65 kg, that is replaced by new person. Let the weight of new person is W. Okay, and now you have 8 persons, but now the average weight increased by 2.5 kg. This is what we have to do. So I can solve this. This is 8a minus 65 plus w is equal to 8 into a plus 2.5. I can write this as 8a minus 65 plus w is equal to 8a plus 25 eighths means 20. 25 eighths is 20. So I 8a get cancelled. So the w is 85 kg. So the new person who joined the group, his weight is 85 kg. Very basic calculation. So this was the question of Air Force common admission test. So in 2 hours you have to solve 100 questions in Air Force common admission test. And your marking scheme is 3R minus W. So anyway, so as the purpose of showing you that question is that like this chapter average in every competitive exam, minimum one question comes. They are not difficult, but yeah, very basic questions will come. You can see question number 4. The when a student weighing 45 kg left the class, the average weight of remaining 59 student increased by 200 gram. What is the average weight of remaining 59 student? So this is the question. Question number 4. Again, very important question. Important question for exam point of view. This chapter is not at all difficult. You can solve the question very easily by using your basic knowledge. So So like here the student weight is 45 kg left the class, then the average weight of remaining 59 students increased by 200 gram. What is the average weight of remaining 59 students? So I can do this. Let the average weight of 59 student, let the average weight of 59 student is suppose A. Okay, this is what you have to determine. No? Average weight of 59 students. Let the average weight of 59 students is A. Okay, so then the total weight of 59 students, that will be 9. The total weight of 59 students, that will be 59A. Okay. So what is mentioned in the problem that here in this problem it is mentioned that when a student weighing 45 kg left the class. So the average weight of 15 should increase by 200 grams. I'm trying to do this question in reverse order. So how I am doing this question? I am doing this question like this way, that let the average weight of 59 students A, then the total weight of 59 students is 59A. So the 60th person weight, the 60th person weight was actually 45 kg. So how I am visualizing this question, that when this person joined the group, then the average weight decreased by 200 grams. I'm doing reverse. In the question, it was written 60 students were there. One person whose weight was 45 kg. When he left, then the average weight increased by 200 grams. I'm doing reverse of that. That 59 students are there. The average weight is A. So when this person whose weight is 55 kg, he joined the class. When he joined the class, then the average weight, of 60 student, it decreased by 200 gram. It decreased by 200 gram. 200 gram, I can write 200 gram as 200 by 1000. If I convert in kg, because everything we are doing in kg, that will be 1 by 5 kg. I'm doing reverse of what is mentioned in the question. Right. So the average weight of 15 student I assumed as A. So the total weight of 15 student is 59A. So the 16th person whose weight is 45 kg, when he joined the class, then the average weight decreased by 200 gram. In the question, it is written that the total 60 students are there. When the person whose weight is 45 kg, when he left the class, then the average weight increased by 200 gram. So I'm doing reverse. Then 59 students are there. When the person whose weight is 45 kg, he joined the class, then the average weight decreased by 200 gram. So the total weight of 58 students is 59A. 60th person weight is 45 kg. So the total weight of 60 student. So the total weight of 60 student. So the total weight of 60 student is 59A plus 45. Okay. So what is the average weight? So if the total weight of 60 student is 59A plus 45, what is the average weight? So the average weight of 60 students. So the average weight of 60 student is 59A plus 45 divided by 60. Okay, so now what is mentioning according to me, that when this person whose weight is 45 kg, when he joined the class, now the average weight of the class decreased by 200 grams. So earlier the average was A. Earlier I assumed the average is A. Earlier I assumed that the average is A. Now because of this person joining the class, the average weight decreased by 200 grams. So you can solve this. So you can write this. So you can solve this. This is 59A plus 45 divided by 60 is equal to now the average decreased by 200 gram. 200 gram I can write as 1 by 5. You can solve this simple. Take LCM, you can solve this. So you can write this as 59A plus 45 divided by 60 is equal to 5A minus 1 by 5. So, so you can write this. This is 12. This is 12. 5 into 12 is 60. So I can write this as 59A plus 45 is equal to 12 into 5A minus 1. 59A plus 45 is equal to 60A minus 12. So A is equal to 57. This is what we were looking for. We are looking for what was the average weight of 59 students. So the average weight of 59 students was 57. I hope you understood this. So basic problem. So, but yeah, it was good. We had to spend little bit of brain to understand the situation, and gradually then we need to solve the problem. Now question number 5. If you see question number 5, The average cost of 5 apple and 4 mango is 36 rupees. So you can see this average cost of the average cost of 5 apple and 4 mango. So total 9 are there. So the average cost is 36 rupees. So I can write total cost of 5 apple, 4 plus 4 mango. That will be 36, 9 6 are 54. 5 carry 27 plus 5. 27 plus 5 is 324. You understood this? Then the average cost of 7 apple plus 8 mango. So the total is 15 equal to 48. Okay, sorry guys, the little bit internet problem I'm facing. So sometime this will happen. So I hope you can see my screen and you can and I hope I'm audible for you. So you can write 7a plus 8m is equal to 15 into 48. If you do 15 for 15 8s are 120, 720, I believe you'll get the value 15 into 48. So now you can write the two equation. So you have two equation. Well, 7a plus 8m is equal to 720 and 5a plus 4m is equal to 324. Okay, so they're asking you cost of 24 apple plus 24 mango. So you can write 12a plus 12m is equal to 441044. So 12a plus 12m is equal to 1044. In the question they're asking 24a plus 24m. So if this is 12, so I can say 24a plus 24m, that will be 104420. So that will be 2088. That will be 2088. So the option B is the answer. Clear everyone? Huh? Let's grad second करो. Guys, 1 minute. We there. So try this question number 6 by yourself. Everyone, please try this question number 6. You try, tell me the answer. Write in the chat option. By this, I think everyone would have easily able to solve the question based on this concept. Sixth one, anyone got the answer? So let the total number of worker is W. The average is 8,000. Let the no, yeah. So the average is 8,000. So the total what you will they will get is 8,000 W. So seven technicians, the average is 12,000. So seven technicians are there. So seven technician. Okay, out of the worker, there are seven technician. Their average is 12,000. So their total will be 84,000. How many are left? Seven take out. I assume the total worker as W. Seven were technician. The remaining is W minus seven. The average of remaining is 6,000. So what is the total value of this? This will be 6,000 into W minus 7. So this will be 6,000 W minus 42,000. So if you do the sum, total is W. If you do the sum, you will get 84 minus 42 means 42,000 plus 6,000 W. And the total you know that is 8,000 W. So you solve this, you get the answer as 21. Simple. Total is 8,000 W. So you 8,000 W is equal to 42,000 plus 6,000 W. So 2,000 W is equal to 42,000. So W is equal to 21. Here everyone. Anyone have any doubt? Simple questions. Question number 7, again very easy problem. But this question comes in many exam. I don't know why. But question number 7 is one of the favorite question of many exam. So you can see that question number 7, a pupil marks was wrongly entered as 83 instead of 63. So the correct value was 63, but wrongly it was entered as 83. Due to that, the average of the class increased by half. What is the number of people in the class? So you can see this. So instead of 63, it was entered 83. So 20 marks it increased because this is total. So because the total 20 marks was increased, because of that, the average increased by half. Okay, so average formula is total divided by number. Let the number student was n. So instead of 63, you wrote 83. So because you gave additional 20 marks extra, because of which the average increased by half. So what was the total number of people in the class? That would be equal to 40. Simple question. You can complicate this by introducing new variables which are anyway will get cancelled. So if you want, you can complicate that with by introducing more variables into picture, but again it will not make any sense if we want to do that. Question number 8, if you see question number 8, in a class there are 80 students and the average marks in the exam is 40. The 80 student and the average marks in the class is 40. If the average marks of pass student is 60, average marks of pass student is 60 and fail is 35, find the number of students who failed. So this kind of question, you can see that. So let the number of students who have failed is f. So the number of students who pass will be 80 minus f. Fine. So let the student who fail is suppose f. So the pass will be 80 minus f. I hope you understand it. Okay. So the average of fail student is 35. So you can write average of failed student is 35, average of passed student is 60. This is crisscross method through which we solve the questions on allegation and mixture also. And the average of the class is 40. So you can solve crisscross method. 40 minus 35, that is 5. 60 minus 40, that is 20. So the ratio of this and this failed by pass, that ratio will be 20 by 5. So you can solve this, you get the answer. So f by 80 minus f is equal to 4. So if you solve this, if you solve this, f is equal to 4 into 80 minus f. F is equal to 320 minus 4f. 5f is equal to 320. So f is equal to 64. Very easy. Anyone have any doubt? We have done till now 8 questions. Anyone want to ask anything? This kind of approach, this is the concept of weighted average approach. With this approach, we solve a lot of questions on allegation and mixture very easily. So you can solve it by traditional average method, but whenever you see such kind of relationship where two variable altogether is creating a new variable, so definitely the value of that new variable will be between the two variables. So here the total number of students you divide in two part. They either passed or either fail, and the average of the class is given. The average of pass and fail is given. You can use crisscross. You will get this answer. Anyone, any doubt? Any question you want to ask? This is 60 minus 40. This is 40 minus 35. You can see question number 9. So the average wage of worker doing a fortnight comprising 15 working day. So you have 15 working day. In case if you don't know what is 14, fortnight is 90 rupees per day. So that is the average of 15 is 90. So you can see the average of 15 is 90. So you can find the total. Total will be 1350. 15 9 is 135. During the first 7 days, so of this 15, the first 7 days, the average was 87. The total will be 49, 4 carry, 56 plus 4, 609. Okay, and the average of last 7 days, and the last 7 days, the average was 92. 92 sevens is 644. 92 sevens is 644. Okay, so the first 7 days, the sum is 609. Next 7 days, the sum is 644. So how much is the total sum of the first 7 and last 7? This is 1253. So first 7, last 7. Okay, you missed the 8th day. So 8th day, if you want the wage, so that is what 1350 minus 1253. You'll do this. You'll get the answer. Do this, you'll get the answer. So the first 7 days wages, total sum of the wage is 609, and last 7 days the total sum of wage is 644. If you do the total sum of wage of first 7 plus last 7, you will get 1253 plus 8th day, because I have not included 8th day. The first 7 days, last 7 days. So in that 8th day was not included. So the difference, the difference what you are getting between 1350 and 1253, that would be actually the wage of the 8th day. and that value is equal to 97. Anyone want to ask any question? Try this question 10, 11, 12, everyone. Everyone try to solve these questions. Question number 10, 11, 12. Anyone got the question number 10th answer? 10th one. The average age of the family of 5 members is 20 years. So you can say the total age of 5 members will be 100 years. Very basic thing. So 5 member average is 20. So their total will be 100. Here this total would have been 100. Then if the age of youngest member is 10 years, so the age of youngest member is 10 years. So the youngest one, if I remove, then the remaining one, the age will be 90 years. The total sum of the age will be 90 years. Because the youngest one age is 10 years. So if I remove the youngest one age, then the remaining 4 member of the family, their total age would be 90 years. So what is the average age of the family at the birth of the youngest member? So the youngest member age is 10 year. So youngest member was born 10 year before. So 10 year before, what was the total sum of age? So 10 year before, 10 year before, total sum of the age. What was the total sum of the age? 10 year before, what was the total sum of age? So A age 10 year before was A minus 10, B age was B minus 10, C age was C minus 10, D age was D minus 10. So the total age was A plus B plus C plus D. Sorry, not D. A plus B plus C. So, so no D. So that was C. Okay, yeah. Only 5 members are there. Yeah, yeah. Fine, fine. So D minus 10. So plus D minus 40. This was the total age means 90 minus 40 means 50. So the time when the youngest member was born, that time their total age was 50. So what was the average age? The average age that time was only 4 members were there. So what was the average age? That time 4 members were there, A, B, C, D. So what was their average age? That would be 50 divided by 4 means 12. Very simple. So the average age of the member of 5, average age of family of 5 member was 20. So the total age of the 5 member family is 100. Okay, so that is the total age 100. Fine. So the youngest one is 10-year-old. Means that the youngest one was born 10 years before. So that time, if the present age of A is A, so that time the age of A would have been A minus 10. If the present age of B is B, then that time the age of B would have been B minus 10. Similarly, C would be C minus 10. D would be D minus 10. So their total age would be A plus B plus C plus D minus 10 minus 10 minus 10 minus 10. So then at the birth of the 4th member, their total age would have been A plus B plus C plus D minus 40. Okay, and you know the value of A plus B plus C plus D is 90. So A plus B plus C plus D minus 40 would have been 5050. Okay, and they are asking us the average age. So average is that time. So there the four members were there. The total age was 50. So their average age would be 50 divided by 4. Okay, everyone. Very basic. Anyone, any doubt? So similarly, if you see question number 11, a car owner buys petrol at 7.5 rupees per liter, rupees 8 per liter, rupees 8.5 rupees per liter for 3 successive years. What approximately is the average cost per liter of petrol if you spend 4,000 rupees per year? So this is the question. So every year, this person bought bike petrol every year. So the first year, you can write the year. So you can see the year, first year, then you have second year, and then you have third year. Okay, so every year he's spending, every year total he's spending 4,000 rupees. Every year total he's spending 4,000 rupees. Every year he's spending total 4,000 rupees. Every year he's spending total 4,000 rupees. Every year he's spending 4,000 rupees. Okay, and first year the price of petrol was 7.5 rupees per liter. First year the price of petrol was 7 point. Okay, this is the total money he's spending. Total his expenses. The total money he's spending is 4,000 rupees. So total money spending 4,000 rupees. Okay, and the price per liter. Price per liter here is 7.5 rupees per liter. Here it was 8 rupees per liter. Here it was 8.5 rupees per liter. So how much is the total liter means total volume? How much he got? So that would be 4,000 divided by 7.5. This much liter petrol he's getting first year. Second year he got 4,000 divided by 8. These many liters of petrol. Third year how much he got? 4,000 divided by 8.5. So in total he spent 12,000 rupees. And how many liters of petrol he got? How many liters of petrol he got? He got 4,000 divided by 7.5 plus 4,000 divided by 8 plus 4,000 divided by 8.5. These many liters of petrol he got. Okay, so this many liter petrol he got. What is the average cost per liter? So what is the average cost per liter? So the average cost per liter. So the average cost per liter. So that will be nothing but that will be 12,000 divided by 4,000 divided by 1 by 7.5 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 8.5. You solve this, you'll get this as answer. So this is your average cost per liter. 3 divided by 1 by 7.5. I can write 2 by 15, 1 by 8 plus 8.5. I can write 2 by 17. Then solve this. This will give you answer. So this is 3 into 15 into 8. Okay, 3 into 15 into 8 into 17. Okay, divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by then 15 by 2 into 8 plus 8 into 17 by 2 plus 15 into 17 by 2. So you can solve this, you will get as answer. So this is your answer. So this is 45 into 34 divided by 15 fours are 60, 17 fours are 68 plus 15 into 17, 15 into 17. First day I have taught you Vedic math 35, 3 carry 2. This is what 22 plus 3, 255. 255 by 4, 255 by 4. So you can solve this. This is value 45 into 34 into 4 divided by this is 240 into 4, 68 into 4, 68 into 4, 8 4s are 32, 3 carry, 24 plus 3, 272 plus 255. Solve this. So 240 plus 272 plus 255. This is 7. This is 11. 11 plus 5, 8. 11 plus 5, 16. 1 carry, 767. This is 767. 45 into 34 into 4. 45 into 4 is 180. 180 into 34 divided by 767. So you do this, you'll get the answer. You need to solve it. So the calculation little bit lengthy to be done. So 18 into 34, 18 fours are 72, this is 54, 612, this is 6120 divided by 767. 767, 5s are 767, 5s are will be how much? 38, 38 something. So 767, 7s are 7s are 8s are 8s are 56, 4 carry. 56, 5 carry. 48 plus 5, 53, 5 carry, 5 carry, 6136, around 7 point something. Approximately 8 you will get the answer, 6136. So approximately 8 value something, 10.98, that is the answer. So actually, when you solve this question of this average, this is actually the question of harmonic. This is actually question of harmonic mean. So in harmonic mean, we apply the formula that is n divided by 1 by x1 plus 1 by x2 plus 1 by x3 till 1 by xn. Use this as a formula. In harmonic mean, we use this as a formula. So this is what I've used here. The same harmonic mean we use whenever we have to solve the question of average speed in time, speed, and distance. So whenever we have to use the concept of average speed in time, speed, and distance, the same logic we'll use there. So the same logic. So if imagine it's like something like this. If I go half of the distance should be same. So if the distance is same, I'm going at that half of the distance is 8 kilometer per hour, another half at b kilometer per hour. So what is my average speed? If I ask you what is my average speed, so that will be 2ab by a plus b. Harmonic means that is 2 divided by 1 by a plus 1 by b. Don't use the formula. When I say average speed, don't use the formula called a plus b by 2. Here, do not use the formula called a plus b by 2. So here you need to understand average speed formula is total distance covered by total time taken. In case if the distance is same, we can directly get the answer by using harmonic mean. So remember this. So the same logic of harmonic mean we used here to solve this question. To solve this question, we use the same logic of harmonic mean. So here three data was given. So 3 divided by 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c. So that give you a formula called 3abc by ab plus bc plus ca. So depends on that. You can solve that to get the answer. You see this question number 12. See question number 12. So in Arun opinion, his weight is greater than, according to Arun, his weight is greater than 65 but less than 72. According to Arun opinion. This is opinion 1. Opinion 2, his weight should be greater than 65 but less than 72. Okay, so his weight should be between 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. Okay. Then his brother does not agree with Arun and he thinks that Arun weight is greater than 60 kg. So his weight is greater than 60 kg but less than 70 kg. So his brother believed that his weight is greater than 60 kg but less than 70 kg. Okay, so his weight is greater than 60 kg but less than, so 60 kg, 61, 62, 63, 64, like this, 69, no? Not more than but less than 70. So maximum 69. So decimals and all I'm ignoring. I'm assuming his weight is not in decimal, okay? Otherwise I can do that also. So yeah. So his mother view that his weight cannot be greater than 68 kg. So third opinion, that his mother view that his weight cannot be greater than 68 kg. His weight is less than 68 kg. His weight is anything less than 68, cannot be greater than his weight. His weight cannot be greater than 68 kg. Cannot be greater than 68 kg. So maximum his weight can be 68 kg. Okay. So if all of them are correct in their estimation, what is the average of different weight, every different possibility of weight? So if everyone is correct, so if everyone is correct, so here if everyone is correct, here if everyone is correct, so his weight is, so if you see 1 and 2, so 2 means maximum it can go is 69 and it should be more than, like, so like 1 and 2 if I take, it would be 66, 67, 68, 69. If I take 1 and 2, if I take 3 also, then it cannot be more than 68. So maximum we can take is 68. If I consider 1, 2 and 3, then his weight can be either 66, 67 or 68. So what is the average? So what is the average of this? This is 66 plus 67 plus 68 divided by 3. You can solve this. 66 3s are 18, 198. Plus 1 plus 2 plus 3. When 198 plus 3. 198 plus 3 means 201 divided by 3. 66, 67 into 68. 15, 21 to carry. 201 divided by 3. 67. Now you can see this question number 13. Question number, anyone, any doubt, any question? Basic, because the questions are not at all difficult. Any doubt, anyone? The average age of women and child working in factory is 15 years. So that is the average average age of women and child working in factory. So the average is 15 years. The average of all the 16 children was 8 years. So the total 16 children are there. and the average is 8. So the total is 128. Okay, let the women working are W, and the average age of women is 22, and the average is 22, so the total is 22 W. So now you have total, how many? You have total 16 plus W. Okay, and their total person is 16 plus W, 16 children, and number of women are W. I don't know number of women, and total of this is 128 plus 22 W. Okay, and okay, the average is given 15 year. So I can write 128 plus 22 W divided by 16 plus W. The average is 15. So I can solve this. 128 plus 22 W. 15 into 16 is how much? 240 plus 15 W. Okay, so I can write 7 W is equal to 240 minus 128. 120 minus 8, 112. The value of W is equal to 16. So number of women is 16. So total number of women is 16. Fine. So the total number of women is 16. If 10 women are married, then how many are unmarried? Total women are 16. Out of 16, 10 are married. So how many are unmarried? 8. So sorry. Yeah. So total is 16. If 10 are married, so how many are unmarried? 6. So this is a question, very easy problem. Not at all a difficult question. You can see this next question on average. Uh, so three maths classes, X, Y, and Z, take an algebra test. Okay, three maths classes, X, Y, Z, take an algebra test. The average score, this question came in CAT exam. This is also CAT question. Three math classes, X, Y, Z, take an algebra test. The average score in class X is 83. The average score in class Y is 76. The average score in class Z is 85. The average score of all the students in class X and Y is 79. The average score of all the students in Y and Z is 81. What is the average of all the three classes? It's a very easy problem. Little bit calculated. So you can see this. So let the total student in class X, total student in class X, suppose X. Okay, total student in class X is suppose X. The total student in class Y is suppose Y. Total student in class Y is suppose Y. And the total student in class Z is suppose Z. And the total students class Z, suppose Z. Okay. Okay. So their average. Okay. Their average. So their average. So the average is of class X is 83. Class X is 83. Class Y is 76. Class Y is 76. Class Z is 85. Okay. So this is the total number of students. So the total value, this will be 83x, this is 76y, this is 85z. Total now students are x plus y plus z, and here the total will be 83x plus 76y plus 85z. Okay, so this is the total like this. So here it is given that the average score of x and z is 79. So x and y is 79. So the x is 83x and y is 76y. That is the total. Divide by x plus y. The average is 79. So I can write 83x plus 76y is equal to 79x plus 79y. So I can say 4x is equal to 3y. So x by y is equal to 3 by 4. Similarly, the average of y and z is 81. The average of y and z is 81. Y is 76y plus z. Z is 85z. Divided by the average is y plus z. The average is 81. The average is 81. So I can write 76y plus 85z is equal to 81y plus 81z. So what I can do, I can write this as 4z is equal to how much? 5y. I can say y by z is equal to 4 by 5. So if you see, compare this and this. If this is equation 1, this is equation 2. If you compare equation 1 and equation 2, if you compare equation 1 and equation 2, so x by y, you compare equation x and so x by y is 3 by 4 and y by z is 4 by 5. So you can say x is to y is to z, that is equal to 3 is to 4 is to 5. That is the ratio you are getting. The ratio of x is to y is to z is equal to 3 is to 5. So x is to y is to z is 3 is to 4 is to 5. So once you get that, once you get that value, so you are getting the number, the ratio 3 is to 4 is to 5. Okay, so the number is in ratio 3 is to 4 is to 5. X is to y is to z. The number is 3 is to 4 is to 5. So if I want the average of whole, if I want the average of whole, if I want the average of whole, so if I want the average of whole, average of whole, so then, so average of whole is 83x plus 76y plus 85z divided by x plus y plus z. You want the average of whole. So you here you know the ratio of x is to y is to z. That is 3 is to 4 is to 5. So that is 3 is to 4 is to 5. So I can write this x is equal to 3a, y is equal to 4a, and z is equal to 5a. So simple. You can simply substitute it here. 83 into 3a plus 76 into 4a plus 85 into 5a divide by 3a plus 4a plus 5a. You solve this, you will get 249 plus 76 fours are 2 carry 304. Okay, 304 plus this is 425 divide by 12. So a get cancelled. You simple solve this. 249 plus 304 plus 425 18 7, then 978 978 by 12. You solve it, you get 81.5. That is your average. Ask me if anyone have any doubt. Clear everyone? Then you see the next question, question number 15. Average, again, this question came in, I think, 18 or 19. This cat 18 or cat 19, this question came. Okay, so you see Ramesh and Gautam are among 22 students who write the exam. The total 22 students who wrote the exam. Ramesh scored 82.5. Ramesh scored 82.5. Okay, the average score of 21 students other than Gautam is 62. Average score of 21 students. Let the total of 20 students is X. Okay, let the total of 20 students is X. So the average of 21 students other than Gautam means what? Ramesh, no? 22 is a Ramesh Gautam plus 20. Let the total of 20 student is X. So here X plus R divide by 21, total 21, that is equal to 62. So X plus, this is 82.5, Ramesh is 82.5, that is 21 into 62. 21 into 62, this is 42, this is 6, this is 42, this is 6, this is 42, this is 6, this is 126, this is 210, 1302. 1302. So the value of X is equal to 1302 minus 82.5. This is 0. This is 2. 2 is 1. This is 0. 10. 1, 2, 2, 0. 0.5 to subtract. 0.5. 1 if you subtract, you will get 1219. So this is 1219.5. Correct? No? So this is the total of 20 students. The average total of 20 students is 1219.5. Okay. So the average score of all the 22 students. So you Ramesh marks anyway, you know Ramesh marks is 81.5. The total of 20 student is X, this 1219.5. Okay, only Gautam is unknown to you. Only Gautam is unknown to you. And so now the average score of all the 22 student. 22 student means how much? This is 1219.5 plus 82.5. 1219.5 plus 82.5. This is 12, 1 carry, 1312. The total of 22 student would be 1302 plus Gautam divided by 22. That is the average of 22 students. Okay, so the average of all the 22 students is one more than the average of all 20 students, 21 students other than Ramesh. Other than Ramesh means remaining 20 students, 1219.5 plus G divided by 20. This is what. So in both the case, you're getting G, and I can find the value of Gautam here from this. So I can say this is 1302 plus G by 22 equal to 21 plus 1219.5 plus G by 21. So you can do cross multiply, you can get the answer. So cross multiply 21 into 1302 plus G is equal to 22 into what is 1219.5 plus 21. 1219.5 plus 21. 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 1240.5. 1240.5 plus G. You just solve this, you will get the answer. Just solve this, you will get the answer. This is 1302 into 21, 1302. This is 4062. This is 42. This is 3. 27342. 27342 plus 21G is equal to, this is 11240 1 by 2 into 22. If you solve this, 1240 means what? This is 12 twos are is 24, no, 42s are 80. That is 2481. 2481 by 2 into 22 means into 11. Do you get 2, 6, then 7, 2, 7, 2. Okay, then this is 9, 1, 2, 7, 2, 9, 1. 7, 2, 9, 1 plus 22. You'll get G is equal to 7342 minus 27291. Some calculation mistake is there. So this is 12405 into 22. This is 10. This is 8. This is 4. This is 2. 01842. So 10912 27291. 27291. Okay, so 7342 divided by 27291. 1. This is 51. The value of G is 51. So just like this, you solve this, you will get the answer. Anyone, any doubt? Basic concept. This question, little bit calculative. It was calculative in nature, but it was not difficult for us to do. We could easily do this. Anyone, any doubt? Anyone, any doubt? So we did around 15 question on averages. So I hope you understood this. They are not at all difficult. Then now the next concept what we listen which we'll work through is partnership. So now when we talk about partnership, when you talk about partnership, like here partnership is an application of a ratio and proportion where we'll talk about sharing of profit. This sharing of profit will be done in the ratio of their investment. So basically when we are trying to solve the problem on partnership, basically when we are trying to solve the problem on partnership, so profit sharing is done. Profit sharing is done. We talk about profit sharing is done. We'll do this profit sharing on the basis of their initial investment. On the basis of the initial investment means how much money you're putting into the business. So on the basis of that, we can talk about profit sharing. In partnership model, when we talk about profit sharing, it is done on the basis of on the basis of the initial investment means how much money you're putting into the business. That is one parameter. Okay, and then another parameter on which we do is the time period of investment. Next is the time period One parameter is the initial investment, how much money you're putting into the business. The next parameter is your time period, like how long you're putting that money into the business. And the third parameter is your nature of involvement. The third parameter on which we can talk about profit sharing is the nature of involvement, how much we are involved into the business. A few people who are working in a business, they are sleeping partners, few are working partner. Definitely those who are working partner, they will ask for a premium over the other forms of investors who are sleeping partners. So it's like working partners, those who are working partners definitely they will ask for a reward because they are someone who are doing the business, who are doing everything for the business. Sleeping partners are those who simply put the money into the business and they don't do anything after that. But the working partner are those who actually, along with putting money into the business, they actually involve into the business to make sure that that business should go through. So definitely they expect in reward for their involvement or the nature of their of the work done of them into the business. So when we talk about profit sharing, it is done on the basis of the initial investment. It is done on the basis of your time period of your investment, and the third one is your nature of your involvement. So on that basis, we talk about the profit sharing. So here if you see this question number one, X and Y, they invest 21,000 rupees and 17,500 rupees into the business, and at the end of the year they make a profit of 26,400. Find the individual share in the profit. So so here only one parameter is given, that how much you are putting that money into the business. So X has invested 21,000, Y has invested 17,500, and the time period is not mentioned. So because the time period is not mentioning, so I'm assuming that both of them have done investment for 12 months because the time period is not mentioned. So I'm assuming that both of them have done investment for the 12 months. So, and the nature of involvement is also not mentioned. So I'm assuming that both are the working partner in the business. So here on only on one basis, I'll talk about profit sharing, and that will be their initial investment. So X has invested 21,000 rupees into the business. Y has invested 17,500 rupees into the business. So when we talk about profit sharing will be done in the ratio of the investment. So if you see the ratio of the investment, that is 21,000 is to 17,500. So the ratio of the investment, this is 210 is to 175. This I can say this is 42 is to 35. This is 8 is to 7. This is the ratio of the investment. So find the individual. So the profit is 26,400. So how much profit X will get? X will get 8 by 15 part of 26,400. 26,400. Okay, so 8 by 15 part of that. Because the ratio of the investment is 8 is to 7. So X will get 8 by 15 part, Y will get 7 by 15 part. On that basis, they will talk about profit sharing. So here this is Vanza 15 114 114 114. So Sevenza is 105 114 114 105. So that will be 9. So this is Sevenza 9176 176. Okay, this is 176. This is Vanza. Then this is 114 114 is 105, then 90 1760. So the profit of X would be 1680 into 8. So that would be 0 8 6 are 48. So 8 6 are 48. 1 minute. So here we are getting 5 is to 6 is to 5. And if I've done any calculation mistake, this is 210 by 175. This is 30 by 25. This is 6 is to 5. Yeah, I did some mistake guys here. The profit, this is 6 is to 5. I did mistake while doing calculation. This is 6 is to 5. So 6, so how much profit X will get? X will get a 6 by 11 part of 26,400. X will get a 6 by 11 part of 26,400. How much profit Y will get? Y will get is 5 by 11 part of 26,400. You can solve this. You get this is the answer. Very simple. So question number 2, Krishna start the business with 45,000 rupees. 3 months later, Arjun joined him with 30,000 rupees. At the end of the year, in what ratio should they share the profit? Here again, you need to understand that the Krishna started the business with 45,000 rupees. 3 months later, Arjun joined the business with 30,000 rupees. 3 months later, Arjun joined the business. So here into the business, here Krishna has done invested for 12 months and Arjun has done investment for the 9 month. Okay, so in what ratio I'll divide the profit. That will depend upon the profit. Here you can see in the first question we saw only one parameter, that was the initial investment. Here two parameters are given, initial investment also and time period of investment also. So Krishna started the business with 45,000 rupees and Arjun joined the business with 30,000 rupees. Okay, and Arjun joined after 3 months. Arjun has done investment for 9 months, while Krishna has done investment for 12 months. Okay, so if you talk about the ratio in which they will divide the profit, so the ratio in which they will divide the profit is actually it is a compounded ratio. It is actually the compounded ratio. It is actually the compounded ratio of their initial investment. It is actually the compounded ratio of the initial investment and their time period. It is actually the compounded ratio of their initial investment and the time period. So you can see this. So here 12, what is 12, what is 9? 12 is the factor which is basically talking about like how long they have done investment. Krishna has done investment for 1 year, while Abhishek, Arjun has done investment for 3 by 4th of the year. So Arjun has joined after 3 months. Arjun has done investment for 9 months only. So if I talk about the ratio in which I'll divide the profit, that will be, this would be 540k. This will be 540k. This is 270k. So you can see the ratio. So the ratio, if you see the ratio, if you see the ratio, if you see the ratio, so if you see the ratio, so Krishna and Arjun, this is like 540 is to 270. So this is like 2 is to 1. So 2/3 of the profit Krishna will take, 1/3 of the profit Arjun will take. So at the end of the year, they should share the profit in the ratio 2 is to 1. Okay, now you can see this question number third. Anmol and Bhuvesh invested 1,500 and 2,000 respectively into the business. So you can see this Anmol and Bhuvesh. Anmol has done investment of how much? That is 1,500. Anmol has done investment of 1,500. Bhuvesh has done investment of 2,000 rupees. So this is the initial investment. So this is their initial investment. This is their initial investment. So Anmol and Bhuvesh invested in 1,500 and 2,000 rupees into the business. After 4 months, They admitted Suresh, who contributed 2250. Suresh, who contributed 2250. So Suresh joined after 4 months. Suresh joined after 4 months. Okay. Bhuvesh withdraw his contribution after 9 months. So for how many months Bhuvesh has done investment? For how many months Bhuvesh has done investment? Bhuvesh has done investment for 9 months. Okay, so Bhuvesh has done investment for 9 months. Suresh has done investment for 8 months, and Anmol has done investment for 12 months. Okay, so because Suresh had joined the business after 4 months, so if you see the total value, just because I told you, so when we talk about profit sharing is basically profit sharing. When we talk about profit sharing is basically done in the ratio in which they invest their money, and it's basically it's a compounded ratio of how much money you put into the business into how long you're putting that money into the business. So you need to understand that part. So, so here, if you see this value, if you find this, this is 18,000. This is 18,000. If you solve this, this is also 18,000. So, in what ratio they will do the profit sharing? A is to B is to S. So that will be 1 is to 1 is to 1. So everyone will take 1/3 of the profit. Very simple. Okay. So if the total profit is 900 rupees, so how much the Bhuvesh will take? Bhuvesh will take 300 rupees. Okay, so simple problem, not at all difficult. So partnership is not at all a difficult concept. Same kind of concept you can keep repeating to get the answer. So here, whenever we talk about profit sharing, it's done in the ratio in which how much you're putting into the money into the business, how long you're putting that money into the business, and the nature of involvement into the business. Like here you see Rakesh. So Rakesh has contributed 1/4 of the capital for 1/4 of the time. So this is C into T by 60. There's a compound ratio. Raju has contributed 1/5 of the capital for half of the time. This is CT by 10. Okay. So then after that, and Ramu has contributed the remaining capital. How much? This is 1/4. This is 1/5. How much left? 11 by 20 part. So 11 by 20 part of capital for whole time means all that time is 11 CT by 20. So with the profit sharing ratio. So in what ratio they will do the profit sharing? Very simple. What ratio they will do the profit sharing? Rakesh is to Raju is to Ramesh. Rakesh is to Raju is to Ramesh. In what ratio they will do the profit sharing? See this. This is CT by 16. This is CT by 10. 11 CT by 20. So in what ratio they will do profit sharing? 1 by 16 by 1 by 10 is to 1 by 20. Find the LCM. What is the LCM? LCM of this would be 80. LCM is 80, so this will be 5 is to 8 is to, so this will be 44. In what ratio they will talk about profit sharing? 5 is to 8 is to 44. Simple question. Questions are not at all difficult when you solve these questions. You solve the question, so you understood this concept. So you see this question, ABC, question 16. ABC start the business. A invested 2,000 rupees. Okay, B invested 3,000 rupees and C invested 4,000 rupees. Okay. But B increases investment to 4,000 rupees after 4 months. So B has done investment of 3,000 rupees for 4 months. And after 4 months, what B did, he increases his investment to 4,000 rupees after 4 months. Okay. And C withdraw 1,000 rupees at the end of 9 months. So C withdraw 1,000 rupees. So for 9 months, C did nothing, and then C withdraw 1,000 rupees. Now the in the account of C only 3,000 rupees is there, and that will grow for next 3 months. For B, nothing is given, so I'm assuming this is 8 months. A, nothing information is given, so this is 12 months. So to solve this, this will be 24,000. This is 12. This is 32. This will be 44,000. This is 36,000. This is 9,000. This is 45,000. So you can see this. So the ratio in which they will do the profit sharing, that is actually 24 is to 44 is to 45. Okay, so what is the A share out of total profit of 84750? So very simple. You can solve this very easily. What is the total sum? Total sum 113K. So the total profit is 8475. I told you whenever we talk about profit sharing is done on the ratio of how much money you are putting into the business, how long you are putting that money into the business, the compounded ratio of that. So the profit what the A will get, so the profit what A will get, that is like the ratio of the investment 24K by 113K 8475. And solve this. AK get cancelled. This is 75. This is 24 into 75. Solve this. 24 5 24 5 is 120. 24 7 is 168. This will be 1800 rupees. Now, if you remember, I told you that whenever you are solving the question, in the question, when we talk about profit sharing is basically done on basis of three parameter. One parameter is the initial investment, that how much money you are putting into the business. The next parameter is the time period, means how long you are putting that money into the business. And the third parameter is the nature of involvement into the business. So based on first two parameters, we had done enough problem in last 30 minutes. Now if you see question number 14, the question number 14 will take in account of all the three parameters which I have mentioned in the beginning of the partnership model. So partnership model, in case of partnership model, we talk about sharing of profit. This sharing of profit, what we talk about, that we believe that it is done at the end of the year. Either it is mentioned or not mentioned. We assume that it is done at the end of the year. Profit can be gross profit, operating profit, net profit. So we are here less bothered about accounting knowledge of what is profit and how it can be described in P&L account. Here we are trying to solve the problem, and here the question is we solve very basic concept in order to solve the question, where whenever we talk about profit sharing, it is done on the compounded ratio of how much money we are putting into the business, into how long we are putting money into the business, into the nature of involvement into the business. If you see question number 14, Syam, Gopal, and Madhur are the three partners in the business. Their capital are in the ratio 4,000, 8,000, and 6,000. So Syam, Gopal, and Madhur. So you can see this. So Syam, Syam has done how much investment? 4,000. Gopal Then how much investment? Gopal 8,000 and Madhur. Then how much investment? 6,000. This is their initial investment. This is their initial investment. Sam, Gopal and Madhur, this is the initial investment. I talked about only on the basis of profit, only on the basis of initial investment, and what ratio will they divide their profit? That will be 2 is to 4 is to 3. Okay, so I hope you people are understanding that part. The capital are 4,000, 8,000, 6,000. Shyam get 20% of total profit for managing the business. So because Shyam is a working partner, others are sleeping partner because Shyam is the working partner. So Shyam takes 20% of the total profit for managing the business because Shyam is the working partner. Shyam is the working partner and other are the sleeping partners. So what Shyam is doing, Shyam is taking 20% of the profit upfront from the business. Then the 80% will be divided on the three on the ratio of the investment. I hope you're understanding. So here when we talk about profit sharing, time period is not mentioned. So the ratio in which we'll talk about profit share, Shyam, Gopal and Madhur. So that is 4,000 is to 8,000 is to 6,000. So the ratio of Shyam is to Gopal into Madhur. This would be 2 is to 4 is to 3. In this ratio, we talk about profit sharing. Because the Shyam is the working partner, so he took 20% of money upfront. Okay, so the remaining 80% will be divided among Shyam, Gopal, and Madhur in the ratio of their profit. So, what is the profit? What the Shyam will take? Shyam already took 20% of profit upfront. Okay, and then the remaining 80% of the profit, Shyam will take how much? Shyam will take 2 by 9 part. Okay, how much profit the Madhur and Gopal will take? So, how much profit the Madhur and Gopal will take of 80% of the profit? They will take 7 by 9 part. I hope you still understand. Because Shyam is a working partner, so he took 20% of the profit upfront only. A remaining 80% of the profit will be divided among Shyam, Gopal, and Madhur in the nature of the involvement. Okay. So here the problem is given. At the end of the year, the profit of Shyam is 2200 less than the profit of Gopal and Madhur. The profit of Shyam is 2200 less than the profit of Gopal and Madhur. So the profit of Gopal plus Madhur minus the profit of Shyam, that is equals 2200. So this is 80%. So Gopal and Madhur is 7 by 9 of this is. So the Gopal and Madhur, their profit is 7 by 9 of 80%. 7 by 9 of 80% of profit minus the Gopal profit is 2 by 9 of 80% profit plus 20% profit, that is equal to 2200. 80% is 4 by 5. I think everyone knows this. This I can write as 4 by 5p minus 2 by 9 into 4 by 5p. This is 4 by 5. This is 2200. I can write this as 28 by 45p minus this is 8 by 45p plus p by 5 is equal to 200. You solve this. So this is 20p by 45 minus p by 5 is equal to 2200. So I can write this as 11 So I can write, if I take LCM 45, so I can write 11p by 45 2200. So the value of p is 9000. That is the value of p. So how much profit Madhur will get? So the profit what the Madhur will get. Madhur, how much profit Madhur will get? Madhur will get how much profit? Madhur 3 by 9. Madhur will get 3 by 9 of 80% of the profit. 3 by 9 I can write as 1 by 3. 80% I can write 4 by 5. Total profit is 9000. So you can solve this. This is 3000. This is 3000 divided by 5. This is 600. Profit what the Madhur will get is 25400. Any doubt, anyone? So like this much we'll do today. So I'll send you this question sheet. Partnership average, very easy topic. You can do by yourself very easily. If you have any doubt, please ask me your doubt in the next class. Clear everyone? Anyone want to ask anything? Any question from anyone? Any question? So if you nobody have any doubt, then I like to wind up the class. Thank you everyone. See you all in next class. So if you have liked the class, please click on the like button, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you everyone, and please ask me your doubts through the comment option. Take care everyone. Bye.